How's it going, guys? Zoro Fanboy here, once again for another live reaction to One Piece. This time, chapter 1116. I just realized my light was off. Hold on, let's make it a little bit more illuminate in here. There we go. I was like, why is it so dark? Like, yeah, my fucking light ain't on, bro. What the fuck am I doing? What the hell? What's going on with me? Alright. Today's been an adventure, man. I can't even get into it. It's been an adventure. I got this pounding headache all day. I'm literally struggling. I'm struggling out here. Light sensitive. And the fucking rays from heaven are descending upon my room. Oh my god, it's killing me, dude. It's absolutely killing me. Look at this shit, bro. The rays of heaven are descending into my room. Ugh. Today's been a struggle. That's all I'm gonna say. It's been a struggle of the day. Alright. We are live. Let me check Twitch. I don't know why my Twitch isn't up. Alright, we are live on both YouTube and on Twitch. What's going on, everybody? How's it going? Shout outs to everybody in the chat. We are doing our live reaction to chapter 1116 of One Piece. I heard through the grapevine that we're getting another break. After this chapter. So this one better be good. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Tell me in the chat. Are we getting a break after this? I heard that we are, which is unfortunate. But get your random cameo bingo card ready. Alright, random cameo Kandariano, even though he's not even a canon character. Let's see who's going to be reacting to Vegapunk today. It's going to be Kandariano, Perona. I'm going to guess like 5 people. Kandariano, Perona, Whoop Slap, my boy Whoop Slap. We're gonna get hopefully, Panda Man, yeah, Panda Man, and Smoker, my boy Smoker. That's the 5. Let's see if any of those are right. As I said, my head is pounding, so unlike usual, I am not going to be like waiting a whole long time before we get started, because we're getting started as soon as possible. Just letting you all know. Hope I was going for Dallas. I don't really have any like horse in the race in the NBA nowadays. I really don't like any of these teams for different reasons. Like when it comes to now Dallas, I mean, even like the Timberwolves, I was just very apathetic about. Like I wasn't like, wow, Timberwolves, yay. I didn't care. Dallas, you know, whatever. I'm very whatever on Dallas. And then when it comes to the Celtics, I mean, Jesus, I don't care. I'm a Knicks fan. Like, I don't like the Celtics, so it's like I don't want anybody to win. I don't want anybody to win. Honestly, I don't like any of these teams really. But I guess Dallas I prefer over the Celtics, because you know the Celtics are a super team. It'd be funny to see them lose after their cakewalk of an Eastern Conference run, with all their teams that they're playing being injured or just bad. So yeah. Would I go to Saudi Arabia for the DBZ themed park? I mean, you know, I mean, yeah. I heard Saudi Arabia can be nice if you, you know. I've seen people go to Saudi Arabia. It looks really nice, so I wouldn't mind going. I like traveling, so I go places. I just don't have enough time to travel. It's a problem. Oh, it was good, Mike. Thank you for asking, man. The Rangers, don't even get me started on last night's game, bro. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed last night's game. We had a 5-on-3 and idiotic penalty made it a 5-on-4. And we just... I don't even want to talk about it, bro. Just don't get me started on fucking Panarin and Mika, bro. They're just trash, man. It's crazy. Alright, we gotta see what our Japanese commenter is saying. I've been holding it off for too long. I hope your headache goes away. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, the rays of the sun of death, like... I feel like, you know, this is going to be an old man reference, but Kingdom Hearts 1, when motherfucking fake Xehanort or whoever the fuck he was, because they change everything every 2 minutes about the lore, opened the door to Kingdom Hearts and the light came in. It's like, the light. That's how I'm feeling right now with this damn light, bro. It's killing me. I'm light sensitive as a motherfucker right now. It's crazy. It is crazy. But anyway, we are getting started like right now. So pull up the chapter. Fuck it, man. No build up, straight into it. Be sure to like the video though if you are here and you want to support the channel. Be sure to like the video. You know, if you're new, subscribe, all that good stuff, and you know, catch more of the content in the future. So definitely do that. Okay, let's just get started. I'm pulling up the chapter right now. My head is pounding, bro. Here we go. One Piece! The One Piece is real! Chapter 1116, Conflict. Only Child Yamato and the Holy Inari Ishan Pilgrimage. Volume 6, Getting Medicine and Dumplings from Otsuru. Remember when everyone thought she was dead? Remember that? You guys remember that? Petridge Farm remembers. Zoro Fanboy remembers. Everyone thought that she was dead, and I'm like, no, she's not, because this is One Piece. And of course she's not dead. And then people are like, no. And I'm like, yeah, she's alive. If fucking Kinemon could live. Anyway. What if Ashura Doji appeared in the cover story? I mean, like I said, it's One Piece. It's fucking One Piece, man. At this point, who knows, man? Who knows? I have no idea where this cover story is going. Is it just a nice, fun cover story? More Yamato, yay! She's going around to places and doing things. It's just like a happy-go-lucky cover story? Or do you guys think that actually this is going to lead somewhere? I'm curious your opinions and thoughts. Not all cover stories actually have like some grand like reason for them to happen. They're just kind of whatever, fun things. Do you think this actually has something that it's building towards, or is it just a little bit of fluff for the fans? Let me hear your thoughts in the comments. Did he just say there are world-sinking weapons still out there somewhere? Or truth too hard to swallow? We're starting right off with fucking Imu, baby, okay? How can an 8-year-old war be ongoing? No one from back then is even alive today. There's probably a few people that are still alive from back then. Why would a war rage on in total secrecy? Is that fucking... Is that Vivi? Is that Vivi? Is that Vivi, or is that like fucking like Lily or something? It looks like Vivi. But maybe it's Lily, you know, ancestor and white, you know. Wow, bro's a creeper. Bro's a creeper. Bro is a creeper. My love, Vivi, I will have you. I'll destroy all the cities for you. Vegapunk. in all seriousness, or in all sincerity. And there's Vivi missing. So it is Vivi, bro. Look at that. It looks just like Vivi, bro. I mean, Oda's character designs can overlap in terms of how they look like each other, admittedly, right? But that's gotta be Vivi, right? Unless that's like... It could be Lily. Oh, Igaram, I'll say it. I want to apologize from the bottom of my heart, as there is something else I must confess. Oh, they're having their funeral. My goal was always to create an energy source to fuel society's development. And while it remains unfinished, my research has culminated in the Mother Flame. Its power has many practical uses. I am certain that one day this undying energy can be harnessed to ensure that the entire world lives in abundance. This breakthrough is marred, however, as a small fragment of the flame was stolen. Fragment? I take full responsibility for this unfortunate event. The Cypher Pole agents are stuck in the middle of the island. This is bad. They're completely surrounded by flames. Yeah, they did. Fuck them. Fuck them. Alright, interesting stuff so far. That was quite a tremor. Any idea what's happening, Edison? That spooked me too. The whole Goshidian basement came crashing down here with all Cypher Pole agents in tow. I can't generate any more clouds for the Straw Hat crew. Came crashing down? How is that possible? Another monstrous elder must be heading up. Stussy, get yourself out of there. Come on, Stussy, you're too fine to be dying. Come on. You're too cute to die. Come on, you know. It's true. It's true. I'm telling you, like if they didn't kill Kinemon, they're definitely not killing Stussy, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. She's too hot, bro. She sells too many figures. She's not dying. Can you imagine the figures that they're gonna sell with her with the wings and the teeth? Can you imagine the sales? Can you imagine the money flow coming from that? And you think they're gonna kill her off? You got another thing coming. What's up, Don? How we doing, bro? Edison, is it okay if I let Kaku go free? Oh, huh? I don't want him to suffer the consequences of this. Don't worry, I won't let him go after the Straw Hats, and I don't think pursuing them will be his priority anyway. Understood, Sussy. Okay, you little Kaku hype, you know? Like, Kaku, like... I don't want you to die, man. You know, so I'll let you live. Okay, Stussy. Understood, Sussy. I'm sorry for putting you all through this. It didn't occur to me that they were your friends. Forgive me for making you turn on them. Look at Kaku's face, dude. This is actually wholesome. Why is this wholesome? What the hell, dude? Despite being torn between both sides, you still rescued us. That inner conflict is proof of your humanity, Stussy. Do as you please. Just find a way to keep on living. Yes, sir. You better not die. I don't know how you're getting off the island, but you better not die. You gotta sell those fucking statues. You gotta sell those... that merch, okay? 2 weeks after the flame fragment was stolen. I'm just kind of processing how that could be stolen, but sure. We observed an intense glow emanating from above the kingdom of Lelucia. Lelucia? Who the hell are these people? Who are these motherfuckers? Why does she have a robot arm? She fine as hell outside that robot arm, but who is this chick in the middle, dude? And I know I've seen that guy on the right. Who the fuck is that guy on the right? I've seen him before. Is this the Revolutionary Army? Legitimately, like, this. Who are these people? Like, they seem so familiar. I don't know. I later got the news that the entire nation had mysteriously vanished without a trace. Before long, my equipment registered the worldwide earthquakes I mentioned earlier. This might be my pride as a scientist talking, but I was certain of one fact. An ancient weapon did that? Why would someone do that to Lelucia? Only the Mother Flame could supply the immense energy needed to cause this tragedy. Stussy want. I look at the chat 1 second. I look at the chat 1 second, and the first thing that my eyes perceive is Stussy wants that long nose action. Stussy wants that long nose action. Is that what we're doing? Is that how we're doing this? Is that the kind of vibe we're dealing with today? Is that the kind of time we're on? I don't have a stick to bonk you, but I there you go. You're bonked. All right, get bonked. The Lucy is gone. Oh, it's the King Punches. This is the first we're hearing about this. Hurry and confirm it. Yes, sir. My very own invention was used to power an ancient weapon. The motives and origin of the perpetrators are a mystery to me, but in the end it all boils down to one hard truth. I am an accessory to this act of mass murder. Wow. People taking, like it's actually kind of crazy, like the concept of somebody who took responsibility for creating something that caused the death of a large group of innocent people, and realizing that you're responsible for such a heinous act in supplying that weaponry or that fuel to cause all of that death. Someone taking personal responsibility for that is actually a crazy concept. This really is a fantasy world, isn't it? Really is. I cannot express how remorseful I am. And apologizing for it? In what universe would someone apologize for funding and or arming and or powering weapons of destruction that cause innocents to die? What the hell? Who would do that? Who would apologize? Wow, this really is a fantasy world, dude. But this proves my theory is plausible. The disaster that flooded the world was man-made. Vegapunk, it's not your fault. Huh? Then Pluton is... Shh. Ooh, let him speak! Kinemon, shut the fuck up! It wasn't Pluton, it was Uranus! Lord Momonosuke, there were once 3 great ancient weapons. Oh, Crocodile knows about Pluton. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. It is said that Joy Boy attempted to... Oh, random cameos from Crocodile. Shirahoshi. It is said that Joy Boy attempted to ensure that they would be passed on to future generations. That begs the question, why? Hasn't the world sunk enough? Such ambiguity makes it hard to brand one side just and the other evil. I don't know. One side that looks to flood the world, causing mass extermination and migration, I would imagine that would be considered evil, regardless of their reasoning for it. Destroying an entire country, I mean, I disagree with his, his statement here in terms of like, oh, it's ambiguity. I don't know who's evil here. Yeah, how about the people who are sinking the world? That's pretty fucking evil, I'd say, personally. Seems pretty evil to me. Seems pretty evil to me. But the day of answers is coming. You're gonna choke, idiot. Suru Sengoku. He's freaking out, bro. You can tell he's eating them crackers real quick. Consider this a warning. When that time comes, everyone will fear the notion of a sunken world. The Void Century is still an enigma, but there are those who know what happened in its entirety. Holy shit. Reaction shots. Look at this man, Akainu. He's literally eating his cigar. Everything. You're going to explain everything, Vegapunk. Do you think he's saying that in like, you're going to explain everything, Vegapunk? Don't do it. Or is he saying like, you better explain everything, Vegapunk? Because he doesn't know about this either. What do you guys think? I am legitimately curious about that. Everything. You're going to explain everything, Vegapunk? If he was saying, like, you're going to explain everything, Vegapunk, I think there'd be, like, a question mark in addition to the apostrophes. But he's saying, you're going to explain everything, Vegapunk? It's like, maybe he's talking about, like, he doesn't know. It could be taken either way. Because I am genuinely curious. I mean, obviously Sengoku knows about it to a certain extent. But do the admirals know about this? Now that he's fleet admiral, Akainu should know about this if Sengoku knew about it, unless Sengoku learned about it through, like, through his time in the Marines, and isn't one of those things where if you like sign in and pledge to be a fleet admiral, it's kind of like with the president when they tell you about, like, the aliens and all the bullshit, they throw that information at you. Do you think he learns about all that stuff when he becomes a fleet admiral, or is it something you have to, like, figure out? I don't know. I am curious. I am referring to the former members of the Pirate King's crew. Huh? Pirates know? How? Wait. Like, as far as the world is concerned, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, but I distinctly remember it being stated, like, when the Pirate King turned himself in, the world government basically, like, said that the members of the Pirate King's crew were essentially executed as well. They were captured and executed as well. Like, that was the cover story for the fact that Roger turned himself in. The Marines said that they basically captured Roger and the crew and executed them. So the fact that he's saying that he's talking about the former members, Pirate King's crew, and that these people know about the information, indicates that they're still alive. Look at Crocus. Pirates know? How? Oshik. I love it! Love it! Why would pirates know the world's secrets? Isn't that dangerous? Look at Long Arm Tribe. Random. That random dude, is that the guy on the left? That random dude that was like Brooks' manager for 10 seconds? Oh, that's great. Hang on. How is that possible, Stella? How could you have known about me stealing a fragment of the mother? Oh, it was yo, dumbass. It was you. I cut off my memory synchronization. It should have been impossible. Not only that, but I know for a fact you're a terrible liar and a lousy actor. You were genuinely surprised, right? York, this was all you're doing? You got news about Lelouch and took readings? What does that mean? When? The timeline doesn't add up. You must have known the government's plans, otherwise you wouldn't have done this. You wouldn't have hidden the broadcast snail. He knew, man. He knew. Elders, I worked out where the broadcast snail is. No, you better not cut this off! He didn't say shit yet, okay? He barely scratched the surface. You do not cut this off! Are you certain? Without a doubt, I'm a Vegapunk too. The snail is in the Fabio stratum. Nothing's working. The Iron Giant is guarding it. Let's go! Iron Giant! Let's go! Oda absolutely watched the Iron Giant films. Always. Or definitely watched the Iron Giant film recently. He's a big fan. Big fan. Okay, Iron Giant. Let's see what you got, bruh. I don't know what you're doing against elders, but sure. I'm sure they knew our entire lost history, so why? Why would they just fade away without selling a soul? Why didn't they act? Yeah, Ray Lee, why didn't you act, Ray-san? Haven't you had enough booze? Shocking! Of course, she's beating up a random pirate. It is her ripoff bar, after all. You rarely get this wasted. I'm old and washed up now. Just like Vegapunk here, a blabbering old geezer who's already said too much. Don't be an ass and take it away from the youngsters. Clunk. The thrill is theirs to seek now, right, Roger? Those who knew the truth just laughed. This motherfucker laughed at the world literally being flooded to death. This man and his crew laughed. Oh, the whole world is going to be flooded. Ah! Hey, Rayleigh, what are you going to go do? I'm going to go and, like, coat ships so that when the world sinks, everyone's going to need a coated ship. Ah! That's funny. Oh, that's kind of crazy, actually. Rayleigh really said no spoilers. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, you know, I want a little bit of spoiler. I'm not going to lie. I want the spoilers at this point. I want to know what happened during the Void Century. We've waited long enough, okay? But I guarantee you, right before something crazy gets revealed, the broadcast is going to get cut off. The broadcast is going to get cut off, and we're going to be like blue balled once again in true Oda fashion. It is what it is. It is what it is. Jesus Christ. Alright, so what did you think of this chapter? Zoro has a great stream, and you're one of the few that read my message in chat. You are a great moderator. Dude, you're so awesome, dude. I appreciate all the kind words, you know? I appreciate that. And we do got great moderators. We got great, like, you know, ride or die people. You know, in the chat every week. So I always appreciate that. I always call you Japanese commenter. I just translated your name. I probably should call you by your proper name. Thank you, the man who jumps, which is a great name, by the way. Thank you for stopping by and supporting the stream as much as you do, dude. You know? What do you guys think about the Roger Pirates? Are they frauds? Are they fraudulent? Should they have told the world about this? Or, I mean, we don't even know what the One Piece exactly means, right? Yes, the learning about the whole history is probably one aspect of it. But you have to understand, guys, like, first off, I called it. I just want to say that more than anything. I called the Uranus being the ancient weapon that destroyed Leloucia all the way back when that chapter dropped. I just want to call that and make that clear because your boy's got some good predictions every now and again. So definitely called that, knew that was the case, had to have been the case. You know, there was only one ancient weapon unaccounted for, one that basically like translates to sky or like something revolving the sky. Made too much sense there. Excuse me. Super, super awesome. What was I saying? I'm getting old. I just lost my train of thought. See, did I not? Did I not? Did I fucking not? Alright. What the fuck was I saying? Completely lost my train of thought. Before I had to pat myself on the back. Hey, pat myself on the back a little bit. Hey, yeah, there we go. And there we go. But it really does depend what we learn about Raftel in the grand scheme of things. And because you have to understand, Roger, like, once he did find the One Piece, you realize he went to specific locations because he said, I'm too early. He knew that something or someone was coming and that they were like 30 years too early because Shirahoshi wasn't born yet. They were trying to figure out when Shirahoshi was going to be born. Why? Because they probably needed the ancient weapons in order to enact whatever revenge that Joy Boy needed to enact. Maybe the One Piece is a way to drain the world back to where it was. Maybe the One Piece, with the help of the ancient weapons, could reverse what they initially started and drain the world back to where it was before. I don't know how that would work, because first off, I don't know how the world is rising in sea level in the first place. It's a little weird how the Mother Flame did that in the first place, or not the Mother Flame, but Uranus did that in the first place. It's some crazy technology, obviously, but maybe the One Piece is the key to reversing all of it. Like a giant drain Like a giant drain on the bottom of the earth. You just boop, pop it out. The water goes out. I don't know. Joy Boy has to be involved somehow. Or his Devil Fruit. Luffy has to be involved somehow. So it has to be Luffy with his world-altering powers, the ancient weapons, and the right time with all of them accumulated, working in cohesion with whatever the One Piece is to achieving that goal. That's my guess. That is my guess. Yo, appreciate Don for the 13 months, man. Never forget to zig when everybody's zagging. Yes, sir. Wise words, man. Wise words. I did know that there was going to be a break next week. I was told that. Saw that through the grapevine. Unfortunately, you know, it is what it is. It, you know, at this point, look, I'm a Berserk fan, dude. I'm a Berserk fan. I'm a Vagabond fan, dude. Hiatuses and breaks are a part of the world for me. It's just another Tuesday, unfortunately. And Oda's been going at it for a while now, and he's dropping some heaters, so I'm not too mad about it, right? I'm confused. Did Vegapunk already know York was the traitor? I don't know if Vegapunk knew that York was the traitor. Maybe Vegapunk just knew that someone stole the Mother Flame. It could have been like, you know, as far as he knows, like an agent or something. Like, he's not exactly sure probably who was the one who stole the Mother Flame, but someone did steal the Mother Flame because he did, like, once the Lucia happened, it seemed as based on what she was saying that he was able to put two and two together and figure out that the Mother Flame was used to destroy Lucia, and then figured out, like, hey, somebody took the Mother Flame, but he probably didn't know who it was. Or if he did, he didn't want to believe it kind of situation. That's my guess. Rip the Knicks. Look, man, I'm so proud of that team. I'm not even mad that we lost. We were literally, like, we got very unlucky with injuries. It is what it is. Like, literally, fucking Bogdanovich, someone falls on his leg 1 minute into a game that he's in. Fucking Josh Hart pulls a pectoral after getting into, like, a, you know, going for a rebound and getting his arm pulled by, who was it? Siakam, I think it was. That fucking happened, which made him a lot less effective. Brunson hurt his ankle, and you can tell he wasn't, like, near 100% during the end of those games. And then he broke his hand, which is, like, insult to injury. Bro, not to mention Randall and Anunoby couldn't fucking even play that last game. It was like, dude, like, our luck was just... You can make an entire starting five off of our injured players list, and they would be a playoff team. Shit, son. Alright. And not to mention Mitch, dude, was not nearly 100% either, dude. It was crazy. It's like, we just could not buy a break with these injuries. And a lot of them were just really unlucky. Like, it wasn't even like... Some people want to be like, oh, Thibodeau, you overworked them, that's why they got injured. No, Julius Randle got injured because motherfucker, like, undercut him, and he fell on his arm and he separated his shoulder. You know, Anunoby was injured, like, a week after we traded for him, and was injured for, like, 2 months or a month and a half, and then came back and played, like, 10 games and then got injured again. It wasn't because of overworking. He was rested. Fucking, like I said, Bogdanovich got his leg rolled on. That's not because of overworking. Like, Josh Hart got his arm pulled up, which, you know, pulled a muscle in his sternum. Wasn't his fault. Thibodeau's fault that happened. Like, it's just, yeah, it's crazy, man. OG was on fire, dude. He was. Oh, legitimately, we could have swept them. Excuse me, if OG was playing. Like, even without everyone else, with OG there, we could have literally swept the Pacers. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So what do you guys think about chapter 1116? What are your thoughts? What are your theories? Leave them down in the chat. Also, be sure to like the video if you're on YouTube, subscribe, all that good stuff if you enjoyed this discussion and breakdown of the chapter. overexertion leads to longer recovery times. Doug, I don't want to hear it. They did not get injured because of Thibodeau. That's a lazy assessment. A lazy assessment. For someone who watches the games, every game, you can criticize Thibodeau for a number of things. Like his rotations can be a little bit ridiculous sometimes. He has some issues. But it wasn't due to overexertion that we were injured. And I don't blame him. Like, I'm telling you, like, people are like, why are they playing only a 7-man rotation? What are they doing? Bro, do you know who our fucking bench is comprised of? You really want to bench Brunson in favor of motherfucking... I don't even know who that guy's name is. It's like... Not Deuce, obviously. I know Deuce, but... Our backup point guard is some dude we signed like a week after... Or right week before the season ended. Charlie Ward Jr., Jacob Toppin. You want those guys to see significant minutes? Do you even know who those people are? No, it's not happening. Like you think we can't do it? We didn't have the depth because of all the injuries. We had to do that if we wanted to win. It reminds me of when Usopp wanted to ask Rayleigh about the One Piece, but was stopped by Luffy. That would have ruined the story. And for the first time since Marineford, we see Rayleigh sitting drunk and shocked that Vegapunk said that there. Yeah, because he didn't want it to be known right now. It definitely is a parallel to that moment. It definitely is a callback to that specific moment with Rayleigh and Luffy and Usopp and Robin and Shaki's bar when that was made. But Rayleigh's like, look, do your own journey. I remember his words, like, you have to go in your own journey. Maybe you'll come to a different conclusion. So that's all it is. Look, I cannot comment on Thibodeau's involvement on the Bulls and his handling of that situation. I'm only talking about the Knicks situation. He does not overwork his players. He doesn't do it. There was recently an interview where someone asked Josh Hart about it, and he's like, yeah, that's bullshit narrative that people put out there, bro. Like, we don't even like have crazy practices like that. We don't even work that. Like, he said, I hate practices. I don't even like going on practices. So I love it, the fact that we don't got to practice that much. All we are doing is mental stuff. Like, if I'm doing this, you should be here, that. There was an entire interview where he was going after that. So he was, like, criticizing people who were lazy with that narrative. And Josh Hart will tell you when motherfuckers are overworking him. He don't give a shit. He's honest. He don't give a fuck. So, like, if he's saying that, you know it's true. Bro, you made a Toys R Us reference? That's a callback. Did Shanks tell his crew to not eat devil fruit? So there's got to be someone on this crew that ate devil fruit, dude. There's got to be. I wouldn't be surprised if the monkey guy has devil fruit. Or the guy with the dragon tattoo. They got to have some devil fruits. You were right they had nobody, but trying to run with the Pacers was ultimately the Knicks' death. They could have sweeped if they slowed the game down, in my opinion. Look, man, the only reason why we lost that series is because OG got hurt. I will die on that hill. The 2 games where OG played, we won, and we did it pretty confidently. And then after that, we got 1 game where we blew them out, but it was 3-1 them at that point, or 4-1 them at that point. So it was like, we just didn't have the length, because the problem was, defensively, it wasn't even the running part. Defensively, we had Josh Hart, who's 6'4", on Pascal Siakam, dude. Like, we had no wings. Julius, like, our wings, our fours, and our forwards in general are fucking OG Anunoby, Julius Randle. You know, those are our main wings, and they're both hurt. We don't have the length and size. So they just dominated us, you know, not only on the boards, which was our advantage most of the time when we have our full healthy team. We didn't have it, so we were giving up size, which gave away our best advantage. Defensively, there were mismatches everywhere. And our best defender is OG Anunoby, too. So he guards their best player generally. So it's like, it's so difficult to win like that, dude. That's a good theory, though. Shanks told his crew not to eat devil fruits? It's possible. Like I'm trying to think about it. Like, has any of any of the crew been confirmed devil fruit eaters? I don't think so. It might just be a parallel. It might not be an active thing where Shanks is like, oh, you can't join my crew if you've ate a devil fruit. But it might be one of those things where it's like a parallel to like Kaido, where Kaido's all devil fruits and Shanks is none. OG's so important to us. That's why we need to sign him this year, because he's our best defender. He gives us much needed size. Like I said before, we don't have great like size. We, especially at the wing position. He's a knockdown shooter and our second best source of offense when Julius is not playing. When Julius is playing, we were so good. Oh my god, with Julius, Jalen, and fucking OG. We lost like 2 games out of like 20. It was crazy how many games we won in that stretch before Randall got hurt. But yeah, dude. That's the thing, is like he's so important to what we do. We need to bring him back for sure. It's easy to say slow the game down, but the Pacers have horrible transition defense. So a lot of our points came off of like beating him down in transition, kicking out for threes, you know. The giant robot is kind of Bender-ish. Let's see. I can see that. I wouldn't be surprised if the giant robot was originally from Elbaf, because it's a giant. Number one, because of the size of it. Imagine if it was manufactured in Elbaf, but also because of the helmet. It's a very Viking-style helmet. So I imagine, whatever happens with this robot, I guarantee he is probably originally created in Elbaf. Has to be. I'm not getting a Bender vibe. I think that he was very clearly inspired by the Iron Giant. I mean, they called it Iron Giant. But we'll see. We'll see. Will the giant robot be able to damage the Gorosei permanently? The robot's going down, brother. I don't see how the robot does anything against the Gorosei. See how fucking strong they are, man? They are ridiculously overpowered. I don't see how they can really do much against it. But I'm curious, like, why would you revive the robot just to have them show up and like play defense for the announcement of Vegapunk, right? There has to be more to it. I just don't know. Antimatter weapons, interesting. There has to be something. I mean, I don't see the Gorosei going down to this fucking robot though. Like, you know what I mean? Who made the Mother Flame? Vegapunk did. I don't think the Mother Flame was the original power source that powered the ancient weapons. I think that they had a different power source, probably, and probably a more advanced one. The Mother Flame is seemingly like a parallel to like atomic energy and things like that. The Ancient Kingdom said that, or Vegapunk said that the Ancient Kingdom was even more advanced than he is. So they probably had power source even more impressive that could power all the ancient weapons. Though it is interesting that Joy Boy himself, or I should say Luffy himself, in his Gear 5th form, was able to power up the robot. Now maybe he didn't power up the robot, maybe his presence awoke in the robot somehow, but it seems as though it powered him up. So is the power source somehow related to Joy Boy? It's hard to ask. Like, did they... I don't know. I wouldn't put it past One Piece or Oda to be like, we somehow in this advanced society in the Ancient Kingdom are able to power or to contain the power of happiness and make it a power source. And Joy Boy as like the person who makes people happy or some crazy shit like that. I wouldn't put it past Oda, and you shouldn't either. Eat the Mother Flame? Nah. Luffy's leaving, bro. He's not staying around. I legitimately don't see anything crazy happening with the Straw Hats from this point forward. Maybe there's some clashes here and there. Maybe there's some small, like, little things here and there, but at this point going forward, I do not see the Straw Hats like having a fight with any of these Gorosei members. They're trying to escape. The Gorosei are distracted with taking down the broadcast. They're not even worrying about the Straw Hats right now. They killed Vegapunk. They need to get this message dealt with. So they're trying to take out the snail. So the Straw Hats have their avenue to escape. And I think that's how it's going to be. Alright, guys. With that, I'm going to wrap up the stream. Yeah, I was a little late today. Sorry, last couple of weeks I've been starting around 4. Today was mainly because I wasn't feeling super good. My head is still pounding. But I'll try to get back to my 3 o'clock start time going forward as opposed to the 4 o'clock. So I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Don, for the subs, man. Really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys on the next stream. No chapter next week, unfortunate, but I'll catch you on the next time, guys. Mavs or Celtics? I dislike both teams. Who do I think will win? See, this is the thing. This is the thing, Don. On paper, the Celtics should win easily. Should. In my eyes. Like, they have the matchups, the size, the switchability to deal with Kyrie and with Luka enough to slow them down to be able to defensively, like, staunch them, to make life difficult for them. And Horford, although Horford could get bullied on the pick and roll, but KP's coming back, so it's like I really dislike Boston. They're really fraudulent. That's the thing, is like Boston should have, like, they could have lost easily 2 or 3 games against the Pacers if they weren't just super lucky, or the Pacers weren't just stupid and a bad team, or not a bad team and a young team, I should say, with they make mistakes, right? The Mavs aren't going to make those same mistakes. But then again, the Mavs don't match up as well as the Pacers did. But the Mavs are a better team than the Pacers are. I legitimately do not like Boston's. Like, I think defensively, the Mavs are good enough where they can make Boston's life hell. I'm going to say the Mavs in 7. I know that's crazy. I'm going to say the Mavs in 7. I don't even like the Mavs. I don't even like the Celtics. I don't care who wins, but I'm just saying that's my prediction. So, all right, guys, I'm off. Have a great night.